Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling a strategy lots of people are thinking about in 2025, buying Instagram views.
Hmm.
I mean, if you're trying to grow on Instagram, getting those first eyeballs on your content, it can feel like a real uphill battle.
Absolutely. It's that initial hurdle. And, people look for ways to speed things up.
Exactly. And you might see sites out there like rapidboost.net offering ways to boost your social media profiles.
Right. They promise quicker results.
So our mission today is to really unpack this. Is buying Instagram views actually a viable strategy this year? How do you even do it safely?
And what are the real benefits versus the potential downsides? We want to cut through the noise.
Yeah, give some clear, actionable insights. We've based this on a pretty detailed guide, so we've got a solid foundation for this chat.
Good stuff. So where should we start? Maybe the why. Why do people even consider buying views?
Okay, yeah. The guide talks about something called rapid social proof. What's that about? Well, think about it. You're scrolling, you see a video with tons of views. Instantly, you think, oh, this must be good, or at least popular.
Right. It signals trustworthiness, maybe.
Mm.
Like other people liked it, so I might too.
Precisely. It gives that immediate impression of credibility. It's a psychological shortcut.
Like seeing a busy restaurant versus an empty one, you naturally gravitate towards the busy one.
Exactly. So buying views, the idea is it kind of creates the initial digital cue for your video.
And the guide suggests this isn't just about perception. It might actually help with the algorithm.
Yeah, that's the other big angle. Instagram's algorithm, well, it tends to favor content that gets traction early on. Likes, comments, shares, and yes, views.
So a quick boost in views could signal to Instagram, hey, people are watching this.
Potentially, yes. And that signal might lead to wider reach, like getting featured on the Explore page or showing up in more Reels feeds.
Okay, so it's like a nudge. You buy some views to get the ball rolling.
And then, hopefully, that attracts real viewers who engage organically. The guide called it a potential snowball effect, I think.
That's the theory.
Yeah.
Bot views attract genuine views,
Mm-hmm.
leading to more engagement and so on. But, and this is a big but,
Yeah, let's get into the risks,
So-
because it sounds a bit too easy, right?
it definitely can be risky. The guide really hammers home the importance of choosing your provider carefully, like really carefully.
Okay, so what's the main danger?
Cheap, low-quality views. Usually from bots. They're fast, they're inexpensive, but they often have terrible retention.
Retention meaning how long they actually watch the video.
Exactly. Bots might click, adding to the view count, but they don't stick around. Instagram can spot this kind of unnatural, inauthentic behavior.
And that can lead to...
Account flags, reduced visibility, or even suspension in worst-case scenarios. It's just not worth it.
The guide contrasts these bot views with real or high retention views. What's the difference there?
So these are meant to come from actual genuine accounts. They cost more, naturally. But the argument is they're much safer because the viewing patterns look more natural. They actually watch a decent chunk of the video.
Which signals to the algorithm that the content is actually engaging, not just getting fake clicks.
Precisely. It's about mimicking real user behavior to avoid those red flags and, ideally, actually benefiting your standing with the algorithm.
There was that case study in the guide, right? About Emily, the fashion influencer.
Oh, yeah, that was a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
She bought like 50,000 cheap bot views.
Wow.
Got that instant spike in the view counter. Looked great for a second. But then
What happened?
her real engagement, likes, comments, shares from her actual followers just plummeted. And her future posts seemed to get buried by the algorithm.
So it actually hurt her in the long run? People probably noticed the huge view count, but like 0 comments, maybe?
Could be. Or the algorithm just penalized the inauthentic activity. Either way, it shows the danger of just chasing cheap numbers.
Okay, so if someone does want to try this, how do they stay within the lines? What did the guide recommend for safety?
Well, first off, don't buy massive amounts all at once. That looks super suspicious.
Right, gradual increase.
Yeah, start smaller. And blend it. Don't just buy views.
Right.
Keep up with your organic strategies, good hashtags, collaborating with others, posting engaging content.
Makes sense. It should supplement, not replace.
Exactly. And look for providers offering drip feed delivery. That means they add the views slowly over hours or days, making it look much more natural.
Okay, so quality over quantity, gradual delivery, and mix it with real effort.
Got it. Let's weigh the pros and cons then. What are the main advantages the guide highlights?
The big ones are that immediate visibility boost we talked about, Makes your content look more appealing upfront.
Social proof again.
Right.
Yeah.
Then there's the potential for better organic reach if you successfully nudge the algorithm positively.
Okay.
And just that general perception of popularity. It can make people more curious to check out your profile. And the guy did mention that platforms like rapidboost.net focus on providing those real high-retention views with safety guarantees, right, for people serious about establishing that presence quickly. But what about the flip side? The downsides?
Well, we've touched on them. Algorithmic suspension is the big, scary one if you use low-quality stuff.
Definitely.
Damage to your reputation is another. If your audience senses something's off, like massive views, but no other engagement, it looks bad.
Yeah, it undermines your credibility.
And frankly, you could just waste your money on vendors who deliver junk views that do nothing for you, or worse.
So the takeaway seems to be, it can be a tool, but it's not magic. And it needs to be part of a bigger picture.
Absolutely. The guide stresses that you need compelling content first. Buying views amplifies good content. It doesn't fix bad content.
That's a really key point. It mentioned an example, Luke, the fitness coach.
Yeah. He apparently boosted views on a really valuable workout reel he'd made because the content itself was genuinely helpful. The extra visibility from the bot views led to a big jump, like 7x, in organic DMs and shares. People saw it, liked it, and shared it.
So the bot views just got more real eyes on something that was already good.
Exactly. It leveraged the quality that was already there.
Okay, and what about other strategies to use alongside bot views?
Targeted hashtags are crucial. You want the right people discovering your content, even if it got an initial paid boost.
Sure, reach relevant audiences.
Collaborations, too.
Yeah.
Working with other creators exposes you to their audiences. And timing matters. Post when your audience is most active.
And then maybe boost views right after posting to catch that peak engagement window.
That's what the guide suggests, yeah. Leverage that initial algorithmic responsiveness.
And tracking results seems vital too, watching those Instagram insights.
Essential. You need to see which boosted posts actually lead to more shares, follows, comments, the real engagement, not just which ones got the view count up.
So you learn what works and refine your strategy. It's not just buy views and forget.
Definitely not. It's an ongoing process of testing, learning, and adjusting based on that data.
Okay, let's make it super practical. If someone's listening and thinking, all right, I might want to try this carefully, what are the steps?
Step 1, according to the guide, choose your content wisely. Pick something high quality and engaging that you think has real potential.
Got it. Best foot forward.
Step 2, select a reliable provider. Look for positive reviews, transparency. Maybe check out options like rapidboost.net that are mentioned for offering those real high-retention views.
Do your research. Okay.
Step 3, start small. Don't go all in immediately. Buy a smaller package, maybe 1,000 to 5,000 views, and see what happens. Scale up later if it works.
Assess the waters. Thin and simple.
Step 4, never, ever give out your password. Reputable providers only need the link to your video.
Crucial security tip.
Step 5, monitor the delivery. Check your analytics. Does it look steady and authentic? Is it drip-fed, if you ask for that?
Keep an eye on it.
And step 6, don't just rely on the bot views. Actively encourage real engagement on that post. Ask questions in the caption, reply to comments, share it to your stories.
Drive that organic interaction too. Okay, that's a clear roadmap. So summing it all up, what are the immediate actions someone could take based on this deep dive?
All right, actionable takeaways. First, audit your own content. Find those videos that you think are your best shots.
Okay.
Second, research potential providers. Compare them, maybe even place a small test order. Again, rapidboost.net was mentioned as a leading choice to look into. Third, think strategically about when you post based on your audience activity and be ready to boost key posts soon after publishing.
Timing and planning.
Fourth, actively integrate purchased views with your organic promotion, hashtags, collabs, sharing. Don't isolate the strategy.
Blend it in.
And fifth, commit to tracking your analytics. See what's actually driving results beyond just the view count and iterate.
Learn and adapt. So the bottom line seems to be buying Instagram views in 2025 can be part of a growth strategy.
Yes, it can be a tool for accelerating that social proof and maybe getting some algorithmic love.
But it absolutely requires a thoughtful, safe approach. It's not a magic bullet.
It's not at all. Success hinges on quality content, choosing the right provider, blending paid and organic efforts, and constantly analyzing what's working.
Right. So a final thought for everyone listening. How could strategically boosting some of your best, most valuable content potentially open up new levels of visibility and engagement for you?
Yeah, it's something to consider within your own context, looking at your specific goals, your content, and your audience.
Definitely food for thought. Thanks for breaking this down with us today.